Happy to be back here for Still This Idea Pod. We have Will Jones, obviously, clearly. Myself, Eric Autry, and then we have our first guest ever. Let's give a round of applause for Jared Holstadt.
Jared,
let's go.
What's good?
Jared, thank you for joining. Essentially, what we're going to do is always we have new ideas. We want somebody to steal it, and we're going to be incorporating guests into this podcast. We'd love your feedback. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Is the idea good or bad, right? But the idea is, can we have other people bring
ideas?
Something unique? Well, something unique.
Yeah.
Outside of the way we do things. It's very...
Totally.
We even had an argument in the last episode of if I brought up the same idea that I was literally going to do in the first 5 minutes. So we want to change it up, spice it up, and I couldn't find somebody else better to start this out. So Jared, the floor is yours. If you have a name for the idea, go for it. But let's have some fun.
Well, let's get a little intro, Jared.
Yeah,
a
intro.
little introduction to yourself before we get into it.
Thanks guys for having me. I'm stoked to be here. A little bit about me. I am from Eastern Washington originally, so small little town, kind of farm town. Moved down to Denver last year, so been here for a bit.
Oh, I didn't realize you only went here. Are you from near Spokane?
Yeah, super fun, like an hour outside of Spokane.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
I've been there.
It's a nice little spot. It's definitely the biggest city we have in Eastern Washington.
Spokane is?
Yeah.
I stayed at the KOA there. You know about the KOA?
Yeah. We used to do KOA camping like as a family growing up. We'd go up and do it all in Eastern Washington up towards Canada.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a good family camping vibe.
Yeah.
But yeah, Eastern Washington.
Yep. Down there, went to school there and then came down to Denver like about a year ago.
Nice.
Mostly
I
for skiing.
didn't realize you were that fresh to Denver.
Yeah.
He did you get here before me or after? After.
Almost the same time.
Well, you visited.
Yeah, I was here for a bit and then came back.
What brought you here?
The mountains.
Yep.
Big time skier.
This guy's ripping 70 days a week on the fucking...
Okay. Here we go. Coming from Mr. 60 days a week or
Dude,
whatever.
I'm not that cool. I wish I could rip 70 a week. Fuck.
You got out there at Winter Park, though. I saw you. It was your day, dude. You
Your
got
old
out
day.
there.
Yeah, we were at Winter Park a little bit ago. I just gotta get my ski legs back. It's been 2 years. I had 2 injuries in 2 seasons. I'm from Florida. I'm clumsy.
Yeah.
No, I'm not built for this.
I think you are, though. I think it was a couple small changes. Fit change. Let's get overalls. I do overalls.
Yeah, big overall
Helps
guy.
a shit ton. You just go out there. You can go overalls.
Dude,
raw dog.
the ski boots just rip my calves apart.
Be a border.
Yeah,
Forget
I
about
just
the
no.
boots.
That is definitely not me.
Be a skier. Yeah,
Thank
Be
you.
a
Thank
knuckle
you.
dragger. Come on. Yeah. Anyway,
Okay, so
but
you've
yeah,
been in Denver
Jared,
for about a year.
Yep. Been in Denver about a year. Moved here mostly to ski. And then outside of that, I'm a huge e-com nerd. Love everything about it. Big software guy. So
Hell yeah.
spend a lot of time.
Hell
That's
yeah.
like my hobby. And then I run a small little supplement company.
Nice.
Mostly for fun. I use it for testing for like
Totally
ideas I have.
get understanding your customer a little
Yeah,
more.
You're talking
exactly.
about God tier.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So
God tier.
that's been like a passion project, and a friend of mine and I started it in college. He's a fitness nutritionist by trade. That's what he does, and
Okay.
we were in school during COVID. All the labs were shut down, but the doors were open. You could walk in. You could use all the machines.
Nice.
You could run all these tests. You could do whatever
Yeah.
you wanted, and so we built a few products doing that, and then went to market. We went to production, relatively small, and then have gone to market like relatively recently.
Nice.
Suns out, guns out. Doesn't matter about COVID, you know.
It's
Get out there, get your gains.
Good time. But yeah, stoked to be here. I'm excited. It's been fun to listen to the podcast and to know you guys. So
Yeah.
I'm excited
Yeah,
to
if you guys
share
have
some
heard any
ideas.
background the last few episodes, you've been consulting with Jared and of course Charlie.
Jared
here.
and Charlie.
Big
Charlie's
dogs,
been
big
here.
dogs only.
Yeah.
Yeah, big dogs only. I mean, geez, man. I think I haven't seen you about a month. It hasn't been that long.
Hasn't
Maybe
been
a
long.
month and a half.
Yeah.
Which maybe that sounds long, but it should be shorter time periods. Let's
Should
keep
be.
note of that.
I haven't seen you since like San Diego, whenever that was.
Yeah.
Was it
Legitimately?
September?
September, yeah.
Legitimately,
long.
20 pounds more.
Yeah.
Legend.
Just
Been gaining.
And that's-
Been
that's-
working. I'll share the
Game
secrets
train.
after.
God
Yeah.
tier.
Game
We'll share
train.
those.
Yeah.
We'll have
I got
us
some secrets to share.
behind the
yeah,
scenes.
dude, I want to hear the
secrets.
secrets,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jared, please take us away. Feel free to pitch your idea. Let's
Yeah.
talk about it. I would love to have first idea stolen by a guest before us. Embarrassing, number one. Also, could be electric though. Maybe there's
So-
there's
Oh,
a
you're
model
saying
there.
embarrassing if this is the first idea
Yeah,
it's stolen?
yeah.
So
exactly.
Dude, hair's...
Hair's
Yeah,
pretty fire.
hair's
Hair.
absolutely
With 3
electric.
A's.
Yeah,
Hair with
yeah.
3 A's.
Yeah. No nair hair. All right, Jared, yours.
So this idea, it's something. It's a classic entrepreneur story where I have a problem. I hate doing this one thing, and it's grocery shopping. I absolutely resent. I hate grocery stores. I hate the lighting. I hate the layout. I hate going. I hate making meal plans. It's literally like my least favorite chore. Everyone has their least favorite chore they do. Some people it's like mowing the lawn or taking the trash. Laundry is number 2. That's the next idea. I hate doing that. But grocery shopping is my number 1. I absolutely hate doing it, and I have for a long time struggled to gain weight. I can't like figure out the best way to make food. Can't do it. This is a recent. I've cracked the code recently.
You're like, wow.
I've struggled with it, and so my idea. There's two potential names. One is Chef GPT. I mean, other is Bon Appetit GPT. Both are AI based. Meal planning, and it's meal planning, grocery planning, calorie tracking, everything you would need.
Workout planning.
Workout planning is part of it. Everything you would need to help you with the larger market would be for just making grocery lists and meal shopping and getting your groceries. That whole chore is done.
Yep.
The other half would also be for if you were trying to aggressively gain weight, or if you're trying to lose weight or lose fat, or like you have your goals in mind. That's what it does. And the idea stemmed from me doing this during COVID, where I was like, okay, we can't go to the stores anyway. Like everything was closed, and a lot of it was delivered. Or like in our case, we could order online. You would go and you'd pick up your curbside groceries because you couldn't go into the store.
Do like what's the curbside? Instacart or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Publix had one where you
I love Publix. Yeah, I mean, but you could grocery shop. You just had to lather everything in hand sanitizer.
It was a weird time, but
use some Nair, you know.
Yeah.
Well, actually, maybe you need hair to protect yourself from the products hitting.
Yeah.
Dude, that honestly might be the consistent joke through this whole season.
It might be.
Hair and Nair.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, Jared. Continue.
But the idea is you use a model, and you what it does ultimately is it eliminates the need for you to meal plan, which I don't know you guys. I eat the same like 6 meals over and over.
It gets hard to do that.
Subliminally eating the same stuff.
Yeah, it's like I have a taco night, I have a pasta night, I have a steak night. Like,
are you meal prepping it?
Usually
if it's
I'll do
leftovers
lunches.
Leftovers.
Dinners. Me and my girlfriend will plan out we'll do like a meal list every week. But it takes like for us to plan out the meals, if we're gonna actually go through like a cookbook
schedule.
or like figure out, okay, what exactly do you want? That takes time, figure out exactly what we want. Then you need to figure out, okay, what ingredients do we have? Then I have to go to the store, make a grocery list. Got to go to Costco. I got to go to Trader Joe's. Got to go to King Soopers. Got to do the whole thing. Like, I actually have to grocery shop.
That's when it gets annoying when you have to go to multiple places.
This is actually really interesting because it kind of, you don't know this, so I wish but this is the part of the surprise. He was thinking of almost like an AI agent that's like your personal assistant. But it's interesting because it's almost like a health agent.
Yeah.
But it's like his idea earlier was like an agent for like scheduling and time prioritization.
We're not supposed to get into that because I'm going to do that.
I'm just messing with you.
No, we didn't talk about this one. No, we didn't talk about that one.
So meta. I'm just, oh my gosh.
Future spoiler.
But no, it's interesting because like, all right, so there's 2 people that haven't talked directly about any of that together. And now we get an idea that complements each other.
Yeah.
That's super interesting to me. Like, clearly there's a directional thing going on.
I will say, Jared, my buddy's actually been doing meal planning with GPT.
Yes.
Which you can obviously do, but it's not curated for it, which have you been? Is that one of your secrets? Is that one of your secrets?
So that's one of the secrets I'll get into. And that's where it started was I would use ChatGPT and I would say, I'd give you a pretty generic prompt like, hey, pretend you're like CBum's nutritionist, like you're a nutritionist for a professional like bodybuilder or whatever. Like make me a meal plan that hits these certain calorie goals and this. Like I put a very specific list in, and then over time I'd say, okay, also incorporate. I want a Korean dish, and I want a Thai dish, and I want a Hispanic dish, and I want a
nice
American dish. Like I would say, okay, make this list. Give me a lunch and a dinner, breakfast. I eat the same thing every day.
Call
but
it Gordon AI. If he let you or something.
Gordon might let us.
Hey, I mean, Gordon isn't you. It's not like you're saying Gordon Ramsay AI.
It's open. That's part of it.
They would know. But it's fair.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like it's a niche. Like the people that are going to do this.
It's interesting though. So you can probably set up different profiles.
Exactly, and that was the idea. Was like you set this. The idea with the AI is it learns your tendencies. So the way I've kind of thought about it is you map out, you make this account, you have this system, and you say, okay, this is what I like. This is my spice tolerance. These are my allergies. This is the kind of food I like. I like these cuisines. I don't like these ones. I'm this level of adventurous with my food tastes.
Yep.
You map everything out. I'm this level of a cook. I'm a beginner. I'm intermediate. Everything you map
it's like
out.
this. It's like this guy can't poach an egg, but he could scramble an egg.
I make scrambled eggs, but if you ask me to do literally a poached egg, I'm like, I don't know what that. I don't even know what that means, right?
Yeah.
You can't do it. So you put your abilities in, and the idea is it creates you a meal list. So it'll say, okay, this is what I recommend. Here's the meals. Here's the macros. Here's the calories. Here's everything you need to know about the meals. You can choose to swap in and out any meals. You can say, suggest a different one, or like, I don't like this foods. You can put foods you don't like. Like if you really don't like anchovies.
You're like, not a spicy guy.
Yeah, I don't want anything over like a level 2 spice. Remove that. I don't like olives.
Don't
I don't
slice
like.
them up.
Wait, none of us like olives?
I'm not a huge fan. I would say
pizza sliced.
Fucking olive.
Okay.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Wait, so
if I could never eat an olive again,
that.
I wouldn't be upset.
I got a
If
question
it's
for
a
you guys.
protein olive, though.
I got a question for you guys.
You know.
As non-olive people, I think I know the answer. Do you like blue cheese?
No.
Right? I think they're related. I think if you don't like an olive, you don't like blue cheese.
So
I
we don't
fucking
like
hate them
things
both.
that taste bad.
Yeah. Like
Things
mold
that
and,
are shitty.
and poisonous.
First off, there's cheese. It's like, okay, we understand. We got there.
like
It's this weird thing that somebody figured out. It's like, it's amazing. Hey, let's stop it.
You know what's-
Let's not keep it going.
Okay, you know what's
into
funny?
blue
I think
cheese.
about that. I guess milk makes sense because we come from
Charlie
milk.
just walked back in. He's like,
But-
why is Eric talking about blue cheese right now?
Who was like, I'm gonna take this milk and I'm gonna like just let it sit here and turn into cheese or whatever the hell you do.
It was
Weirdo.
definitely- it was
You're
definitely
a
accidental.
weirdo.
It had to be
And I
accidental.
like you.
I'd have been like, oh, I forgot I had this milk, and now
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
a solid. I'm gonna eat it. you know?
Fair.
Someone had to be bold enough to be like, what if I just ate this?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
when I was
They're
in-
like, I'm gonna end it all right here. I'm gonna eat this milk that's been sitting around
Yeah.
here. I hate my wife. I'm eating this.
But I was
And they're
like,
like, actually, this is good.
It's kinda
crazy.
fire.
When we were at E-Tail West, like we're playing golf courses and like, it's like housing communities or whatever, and they have like vegetation that's like crazy because the weather's the same all year. It gets a little bit hotter, but there's a climate for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to a tee box and there's like orange trees everywhere, and I've been seeing it for a couple holes, and I'm like, I want to try one. Like, this is crazy. I can just pull off an orange.
That's like
And
welcome
eat
to
it?
Florida, dude.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I'm not
that's where
used to
I'm
that.
from.
I'm not used to it. It's like
from-
mind blowing, and I'm like, eat it. It's like the best orange I've ever had.
Totally.
Straight off of somebody else's tree. Like hashtag stole that shit. And I'm
You
like,
stole the idea of
imagine
eating fruit.
Stole the idea. Stole your tree, son. Like, but it's like, imagine the first person that stole or found that thing. It's like, holy shit. They're like, it's like grabbing like literally candy out of a tree. I mean, all these fruits, crazy.
good.
Not
So
to
good.
sidebar this, but like that just
No,
blew
that's
my mind.
we're here to celebrate. Dude, my house that I grew up in had 23 types of fruit.
Damn.
I don't remember all of them, but I'm gonna let somebody.
Wow, so you're a fruitcake?
Huh? Yeah. We had blood orange, tangerine, tangela, lemon, lime, banana, papaya, avocado, mango.
Damn.
It was like the guy who sold us the house was just a big fruit guy. Yeah, but
That's
it was
electric.
it was
crazy.
it was good. So you've
Sorry,
been
that
using
was
GPT
crazy.
Yep.
for meal planning because my buddy has been too.
Yeah,
Like I have a
and
good friend who's been doing
it's
it.
honestly pretty solid. Like
probably
what
a
you can
lot
just
of-
do with
yeah.
just like even a free like ChatGPT account or a Grok or like whatever AI tool you
Shout
want to
out
use.
Grok 3.
You can use it to do the most of it. You can get your recipes. You can ask, okay, well, make me a grocery list with that item. That's where the idea stemmed from. The final part is now I got to go to the fucking grocery store.
And now you have to cook it.
And I have to
Yeah,
cook it.
it
Well, the
sucks.
cooking, I like cooking. So
You like
that-
cooking?
For
Okay.
me, that's not the barrier. The barrier for me is the actual grocery store. I hate doing that. That's just like my least favorite thing in the whole world.
What's your least favorite grocery store?
Wow.
King Supers is
King
horrible.
Supers is tough, yeah.
But that's like, yeah, fuck
it's the
King
closest
Supers,
one.
But
Well,
like,
yeah, that's why it's my least favorite.
but we're in Colorado. Like, imagine you never, because this is new, right? Like
Yeah.
your lifetime. Like, forget about the last year. What year?
Yeah.
What's your least favorite? Probably Kroger, right?
We didn't have Kroger's.
King Supers is Kroger.
Yeah, it's the
I
same.
know. Well, that's why I said
We
that.
had
but,
we
like,
had IGA, we had Safeway,
IGA.
which is
Have you had
Safeway sucks. I've never heard of IGA.
Safeway?
IGAs are like
Who
it's
owns
an
Safeway?
independent grocery association.
Kroger?
So we had a
Yeah,
local
Safeway.
a local IGA store.
Okay.
It was fine, and then we had a Walmart.
I mean,
Walmart is better.
Walmart is a horrible place to shop. When I look at the meat, I'm like,
when it's the only thing
I'm like, damn, they're bringing mad cow disease back with this steak.
To be fair,
sure.
I actually disagree with that a little bit.
Walmart,
It's horrible.
It was a big deal when our town got a Walmart. It was like
Totally.
It was like a huge deal.
Totally,
It was like where we would go
So
to
you're
hang
from
out.
a pretty small town.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we used to hang out at Walmart and like smoke weed in the parking lot.
Yeah, parking
for
lot's
sure.
elite,
Yeah.
but
you're parking by the little safe thing that has a blue light. You're like, we're good. Like, nobody would suspect
being
right
recorded.
here.
Yeah.
It's like hiding
no one would smoke weed under this blue cop light.
That's like playing
the
hide
only
and
part
seek
that
and
has a
hiding at the
camera in the
base.
whole lot. Yeah.
Literally.
But
Yeah,
wait,
for
so
sure.
you don't know about? Have you ever been to a Publix?
No, I've never been.
Dude,
Oh my god. It doesn't give up.
that's some Southeast boy
Yeah.
shit. Yeah,
Dude, you would.
You would love
he
it.
is.
That's a whole nother podcast.
He owns a Publix. That's facts.
But
They
the,
have great subs.
the idea, it's a
But
concept. You can build a recipe, you can build a grocery list. I don't want to go to the grocery store. And so the idea is, how do I blend what I've done with getting my meals formulated, getting my recipes dialed in? Okay, I can make this. How do I get that to just show up at my house?
Well, you need to just direct API to Instacart.
exactly.
Yeah.
And
You don't even have to work with the retailers. It's whoever they work with.
You go
Instacart.
definitely through Instacart. And so I've tinkered with this. So whoever steals this idea, the groundwork is laid. I've built like half of this where I have a system and I can say, okay, this is what I like, this is what I don't like, these are my goals, et cetera, et cetera.
It's a really good idea.
Here's my grocery list. I have an API token into Instacart. I can make an order that goes in and it places the order and it just shows up at my house in like
Dude,
a couple hours.
have you heard of what's Elon Musk? He's making these robots.
Yes.
So all right, imagine.
You saw the video where they
Imagine.
put away the shit?
Imagine.
You saw that?
Imagine.
Yeah. I'm not going to get too excited.
The AI,
I'm going to get
plug it
blasted
in,
for this.
Instacart API, Instacart delivers, my Tesla robot builds it. I'm like, next thing I know, I'm like, Elon Musk is so cool. I love this
do you
guy.
even need a wife? Do you even need a wife at this point? I'm just kidding. Delete it. Just kidding. Rachel.
Where's your mind been at recently?
The idea though is like, okay, I can do all of this. It just shows up at my
Targeting
house.
foul.
And I have it figured out to the point monetization is the final piece. Because like I can build it. I'd be happy
Yeah,
to
it's
give it
true.
away for free because like this solves my own problem. But prefer to make money. than to get
Advertising.
paid.
Duh. That's how everyone makes
So
money.
ads is part of it. My idea though is okay, if I could do two models. One is a subscription, you pay $5 a month, whatever. Cheap, very low entry point.
Easy.
It's a limited access.
Cheaper than Netflix. You can pitch it.
Yeah, learns everything about you. You eliminate, in my mind, it's like 2 to 3 hours a week. Is that worth $5?
Totally.
Yes. The other model is
Great
a
pitch.
percentage of spend that you get
Oh,
through
God.
the Instagram, which this is where it
SaaS
gets,
model.
Yeah,
SaaS
here
model.
we go. You're getting too sassy for
It
this.
gets
This is getting
complicated.
crazy.
But okay, I spend $100 at Publix.
Yeah.
Never been, but let's say I'm spending $100 at
impressive.
Publix.
That's really impressive.
You know, Instacart will take they process they take their little micro percentage.
$7 probably.
I take 1%, let's say, or Bon Appetit GPT
As
takes-
the company.
The
Bon
company
Appetit,
takes 1%
Of the
whatever-
total or the Instacart value?
the total order. So you spend $100, there's a $1 charge.
Wait, is
goes
it
to the-
aggregate of? Sorry, I'm just
Doesn't
a
matter.
fintech
Like,
guy. If it was $100 at Publix, Instacart gets 7. Is it 1% of 107?
1% of 100.
Yeah,
You
just
get
make it
100.
easy. Yeah, of the order. You pay 1% processing
Of the order.
to never have to go to the grocery store. To not have to you don't
Do
do
anything.
You don't think you have a new curated meal every week.
You don't do
You just
anything.
have to cook, and if you don't know how to cook, there's step-by-step instructions.
I just need the robot to cook it for me. I'm like,
That's the final.
Yeah,
that's the
that's
final
the
step.
last
That's
step.
the final
Totally
step.
the final
You guys
step.
should integrate, to be
Yeah.
honest.
But that's
You're
the-
paying for the integrations. You're
Yeah.
paying for the API time.
Exactly,
Yes.
and that it's to make it easy because, like in theory, yes, because
Wow.
you do this. I essentially do this already, where I've used a free GPT model to make my recipes, make my grocery lists, and then I take that and I just put it into.
But you don't wanna
something.
shop.
I don't want to shop. I don't want to go to the grocery store. I want to do it. Could I
It's a
remove
time suck.
So by me doing this, already as someone who's like the highest barrier of I have this problem, I've gotten it down to like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
For me, if I was to pay $1 a week to get that completely limited, I would immediately do it. I would say if I never have to think about it, if I don't have to worry a second, every Tuesday, a package shows up at my house and all my meal planning is done.
Solid.
Everything is satisfied. I would do it in a heartbeat.
You know,
I would pay way more than $1 a week.
Yeah, you know what's interesting is like, because I think,
$10
I'm
a
sure,
week.
I've actually never used Instacart. Sounds like you haven't either.
Yeah.
I have.
Like, we probably should, as someone who doesn't like grocery shopping, you should probably get into it.
And I'll do almost 100% of my grocery shopping now. I shop at Costco. Love Costco. That's the only grocery store I will actually go to and I enjoy.
Costco, you kind of need a partner for a roommate because you're buying
you
bulk,
buy a lot.
you're
You do
buying
buy
a
a lot.
lot.
Unless
you know
you're
what I mean?
just-
unless you're just a machine.
Unless you're Nick Bear and you're just out there BPN for life, dude. You're just out there.
You can do it like I'll shop online through Costco and it's the same thing. There's a delivery is free if you spend over like it's a pretty low barrier. It's like $40.
Totally, yeah.
Like at Costco, how you spend a
nothing.
lot? You're spending $40.
You're spending 200 every
I'm gonna
time.
throw a tire on there, like my back left tire.
casual.
Might as well,
Yeah, might as well.
I'm gonna buy a car there. I'm gonna do a trade
buy a
in.
You
gazebo,
can buy
casually,
gold
you know?
bars and platinum bars at Costco.
Get house
Of
insurance.
course you can.
The gold bars
You can
sell
buy-
out instantly.
You can get rental cars from Costco if you didn't know.
Really?
Crazy.
You can do
Next time you're
anything from
renting,
Costco.
Cheapest rental place you'll get is Costco.
I'm a Costco
I'm
guy.
gonna get-
I'm 5 years strong right now.
I'm gonna
pretty
get
proud of
married
it.
at Costco, dude.
But that's the idea. That's like the cornerstone. Is you can build this
great
model.
idea.
It does all of your everything is done for you. Meal planning, grocery shopping, lists, all of it. Then all you have to do is make the food. That's the only piece.
See, that's the part I don't like. I'm okay with grocery shopping, although like it is hard in a day. Like, all right, so I work 9 to 5 in the office. I go to the gym for a couple hours. It's like, then if I cook dinner, it's like by the time I'm done doing everything,
You're
it's 10 p.m.
exhausted.
Yeah.
It's 10 p.m. It's like, so then it's like, okay, Sunday I guess is my grocery shopping day. Like I'm in your meal prep day for doing it, but it's like.
But then I'm like, hey man, you want to go send it? Like, let's go to Winter
Yeah,
Park.
I'm like, Dad, you have to hit my 60 days this week. Yeah, yeah.
exactly. That's it. Is how much is that 3 hours on a Sunday worth to you? For
lot,
me,
a
it's
lot.
worth
Worth
$1
a
a
lot.
week.
It's worth a
at
shit
least.
ton.
Totally.
At least.
Totally.
And so
I mean,
it's worth
that's
a
how you
lot.
pitch it.
I mean,
is this
you're-
worth $1 a week? Yes. Sign up for this.
The way I
app.
look at my time value,
great pitch.
my money to time is like, I think my hours are generally worth like $40, $50 an hour.
Oh, more than that.
At this
More
point.
than that.
More than
Well,
that.
Especially
hours
your
are worth-
waking hours.
You're $300-$400.
Yeah,
an
that's
hour.
what I hope to be there one day. I think maybe I don't know.
You're there.
But yeah, your time, the time value, the money value of time, I guess, to reverse it is so high that
That's the pitch.
yeah, it's like it's totally the pitch, and I
Opportunity
mean,
cost.
but it's so funny because I think like when you look at Instacart, I'm sure again as a non-Instacart shopper, I already know that you can just repeat your list. So I'm sure you can just have a built list and repeat it. But like, if I could basically, I'm actually would be surprised if Instacart wasn't already like, let's AI shopping list and diversify for people and sell it as a service.
They
I'm
should.
sure it's already a thought.
They're
honestly.
probably trying.
Here's the issue: is they're too big
Exactly.
to do it successfully.
They're well, it's
Too many
they're not
people.
too big to be successful. They're too big to move fast.
Yeah, that's
Where
a-
if I'm me,
That's
and, like,
all you're doing.
If
a
I say
brand.
I'm going to spend 40 hours a week and build this, the way the tech integrations have gone and the way that you can build with AI and with different code-based apps that will just essentially code it for you, not 100%, but for the
Yeah.
most part. Like there is a functioning version of this app that exists. This is how I do my grocery shopping.
Yeah.
And it's like the front end is terrible. It looks gross.
Totally.
Would not market it, but
UI,
it works.
Dude, UI changes everything. If the UI sucks, you're not going to use it.
No. And like for me, I'll use it because it solves my problem and it's free.
It's also how we are mostly in dating too.
The-
I'm just saying.
This is all, your mind is in one area.
What? Sorry, I'm just whatever. It is what it is.
okay, wait. You said that my interpretation. Does that make sense to you, Jared? When
I
you
mean,
said that?
Kinda. It should.
It's all. It's,
You're a
all the
male that
references are in
exists on the
one
earth.
Part of the.
I'm just so thinking
mindset.
about grocery shopping that I gotta like pull myself back to the
Yeah.
dating world for a little bit, and I'm
I'm
sure it
like-
makes sense. I'm
Hey
sure it
man,
makes
sorry.
sense.
I've had a lot of volatility. You know, we're here. I'm getting ideas out. You know?
There you go.
Well, no, it's
that's the
interesting.
idea.
That's a great idea, Jared.
What
I
we
love
call it, bone apple tea.
But bon appetit. I've tinkered with
not.
names. Chef GPT and Bon Appetit GPT are the two competing ones at the moment.
We should have comments that help with that. Too.
Someone come up with an idea that's better than that because they're both
Or a
pretty
name.
simple.
A
Or
name.
yeah, just an idea, a name. Yeah, that's all we need.
That's
And
a
it's-
great one.
It's there.
I think it could be done. And actually, I think we could see it done. Probably by one of our viewers is already cooking this up.
Nice
No pun
That was
intended.
great.
Bone apple tea on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Bon
Bone
apple
apple tea. Great job.